forward to this.
What's up everyone, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be going over my top 5 villains that I want to see come in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I already did a top 5 heroes video, so the link for that will be in the description below if you want to check it out. This list is going to be based off how much I want them, as well as how likely they are to come, except for the number 1, which you'll see that when it comes. So, let's jump right into it with number 5, and I have Savage Opress. So Savage Opress was an insane fighter, and he actually became Count Dooku's new assassin and became a secret Sith apprentice. So I'm not too familiar with this character, which is why he's all the way up number 5, because again, this is my personal opinion. But honestly, the main reason I put them on this list is because I feel he would be a great counter to Mace Windu, who is also on my heroes list, because they both have very heavy attacks as well as being super quick, kind of like Darth Maul. But yeah, that's pretty much why I put him on here, so that if Mace Windu somehow comes into the game, he will be able to have a counter. Let's go into number 4, and I have Jango Fett. I know a lot of people are going to be mad about this, because Boba Fett, who is already in the game, and he is one of the most annoying villains, especially in Heroes vs. Villains, because new players or bad players, they tend to just fly away from the objective, or especially if he becomes the target, it's the most annoying thing, but I don't see how DICE can fix that. But the reason why I have him on this list is because of the likeliness of him to come. I personally think that they are going to pair him up with Captain Rex, as Dennis said that they are working on new engine technology on making dual-wielding blasters, which makes me think that they're going to be using these for new heroes. But if both Jango Fett and Captain Rex come into the game, it will be fairly balanced, as they could give Rex his jetpack as well. Also, Jango has probably one of the coolest sounding blasters in all of Star Wars, and it'd be pretty simple for DICE to make because they'd pretty much just have to reskin Boba, give him 2 blasters and some unique abilities. Personally, I'd love to see his rocket that shoots out of his jetpack as one. But that is Jango Fett at number 4, so let's go on to number 3, and for this one I have one of my favorite bounty hunters, IG-88. Now, IG-88 is one of the coolest looking characters and a bounty hunter for none other than Darth Vader. I remember always using him in the classic LEGO Star Wars games, and something interesting to know is that he was actually supposed to be a DLC character in Battlefront 2015. But Dennis Brandval, who is the lead design director for Star Wars Battlefront, said that his unique model was just too hard to create and animate, resulting in them using Bosk instead, who is also one of my favorites to use in this game, so it's no big deal. But personally, I don't see him making his way into the game, but I do think he'd be a great addition to the game as a villain because it just switched some things up a bit. I don't even know what blaster he uses or what abilities he could have, but they could probably do something like a thermal detonator or something like Han's detonate charge, but who knows. If you guys have any ability suggestions, go ahead and comment them down below. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Also, another thing that'd be pretty cool is if we get kind of like a bounty hunter season where they could add in Jango Fett, Dengar, Bosk of course is already in the game, IG-88, Forlom, and whatever other bounty hunters out there. I personally don't think they're ever going to do that, but it's still kind of a cool idea in my opinion. So let's go on to number 2, and I have Asajj Ventress. Now, the main reason I have her at number 2 is because she would be a perfect counter to Ahsoka Tano, who I really believe is going to be an upcoming hero in October when the Clone Wars show gets revived. I know we all would wish to see them come sooner, but personally I just think that Disney's going to force DICE to hold off those 2 characters until October when that show gets re-released. I know a lot of people are thinking that them 2 are going to get released March or April, and I hate to break it to you, but that's most likely not going to happen because of this reason. Disney really likes to use this game to advertise their movies. They did it for The Last Jedi as well as the Solo season, so I wouldn't expect anything until October. But in the meantime, we might be able to get some of these other villains and heroes that I've been mentioning. But both Ahsoka and Asajj Ventress both have a really similar fighting style. They use dual-wielding lightsabers as well as they're both extremely quick when fighting. So finally at number 1, this is a character who is no longer canon, and that's going to be Darth Revan. He is from the Old Republic, and he's one of the most menacing characters in Star Wars. I mean, he uses a red and purple lightsaber. It can't get any cooler than that. He also reminds me a lot of how Kylo Ren looks, but like I said before, he is no longer canon, so the chances of him getting into the game are very slim, though they did do an Old Republic kind of update for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is that phone and tablet game. I don't ever play it, but I do know that they have been doing Old Republic stuff, so that right there makes the chances a little bit higher for him to get into the game, but he's just one of the coolest characters in Star Wars, so that's why I really want him into the Star Wars Battlefront 2. But that is my top 5 list for villains. Let me know what you guys thought about my list, as well as what your top 5 would be. I'm really curious to see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe for more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news, gameplay, and more. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.